Hi everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video, and back today to do a relaxed, laid back, casual video. Yes, I've even got my fleecy hoodie on because it's freezing today, even though we've got the radiators on. Today's video is all about DVD. Yeah, I know, we're going back in time. And I'm going to explain a few things and the reasons why I've still got some of my DVDs from back in the day, way back to 1997. So let's start the video off. I've got a few like collector's items as well, and we'll discuss a little bit about some collector's items I had back in the day. So if you're only into 4Ks, you might not want to watch this video, but anyway, I hope you do. So let's just run the old titles. Oh, quick, put my hands in there, it's bloody freezing. Yeah. And let's get into the video. Okay, so back in the day, we were all into like VHS. Those of us of a certain age. Some of us then dived into Laserdisc briefly, which I did. It was the gap between VHS and DVD. There was a little gap in the middle that was occupied by like a Laservision and the Pioneer Laserdisc machines, which I used to go and buy Laserdiscs in HMV in Maidstone back in the day, and also in Faversham. It was a nice little store there that just stocked loads and loads, thousands of Laserdiscs. Then DVD came along in 1997. I was one of the very first adopters to DVD. I used to go to a shop, I've told you this before, but I used to go to a shop up in London on Shaftesbury Avenue. It just said the Pioneer. It said Pioneer along the top. I think it was Laser. It was Laser something. I'm sure it was Laser something. I'm sure someone will remember it and stick it down in the comments. But they used to have DVD players in there, and they used to have a cabinet on the back wall with all the latest DVDs that had just come in. You know, this is a brand new technology. Nobody in the UK had ever heard of DVD before, and I think there was, when I got into DVDs, there was probably only about between 30 and 40 DVDs in existence in the world, and they were US imports, which cost about £35 each. Later on, they decided to move the DVDs downstairs underneath the counter. They used to get deliveries in every week, and they would hide them. All the latest releases, they would hide them because they kept getting visits from the people from Fact. And of course, because they were US imports, they would get hammered if they weren't part of the BBFC and all that kind of classification. So I used to go up there every couple of weeks or a month or so and see what latest releases were and pick them up. Also, the shop in Faversham as well that used to sell the Laserdiscs. They used to sell lots of Region 1 DVDs as well. Now, mainly when I buy a DVD, it's usually for the late night crap DVD videos. I don't really buy the latest releases on DVD. We have progressed. We've gone on to high definition. We've gone on to 4K. So a lot of us have got the setups that rely heavily on picture quality and sound and stuff like that for the more advanced quality in the home. I mean, putting on a DVD and watching it through an OLED is probably not my first choice, but then again, these days players do a good job of upscaling DVDs to Blu-ray, near Blu-ray quality, but even though it is still standard definition. Over the years, I had crap tons of DVD. While DVD was really well known, I must have amounted probably about 5,000 DVDs. Over the years, of course, they've all gone. They've been replaced with Blu-rays, which then also was replaced by 4Ks. And now the only DVDs really I've got in my collection are box sets like TV shows and late night crap DVDs and things like that, plus the dual case ones that I've been picking up. But I do have a cabinet downstairs where I've kept a lot of the DVDs that I bought back in 1997 and for a few years afterwards as well. And they're just DVDs I don't really want to get rid of. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. Some of them I don't even think may have even had a Blu-ray release. In fact, I know there is a couple that have never had a high definition release. But I just wanted to go through this little pile and just show you a few of the ones that I've actually got. That I just don't want to get rid of. Now, when Doctor Who came out with Christopher Eccleston, they released this thing. They released season 1, as it was known then, the complete first season DVD box set. And this is what you could kind of look forward to buying back in the day, technology-wise, but packaging-wise. In fact, I did back then have the massive alien head, where all the discs would slot in. I had the iRobot head as well. I should imagine a lot of people might still have those in their collections. I think Keith at Euphoria Pictures actually has some of those on his shelf. Yeah, I wanted to keep this one. And I can understand why only this series came out like this, because can you imagine how much shelf space they would have needed if they released a TARDIS for every single release? Personally, I think they should have released one in the shape of a Dalek. But anyway, yes, so this was really cool because it had all, it had all the episode titles there, and then it would unfold like that, and you would get the inside of the TARDIS with all the discs, and you would also get a really nice little booklet there as well with all about the series. So, you know, they have done some really nice packaging over the years. But as I say, this does take up a lot of room. But it's a nice little shelf piece. I mean, where else can you actually buy a box set that's shaped like a TARDIS? Yeah, so I've kept that one in the collection. Also, this one has actually been not replaced. This one has been upgraded because I do have the Blu-ray, which is very similar. This is Band of Brothers. This is the original tin that came out with all the nice embossing. I do also have the Pacific as well on Blu-ray. I'm just hoping that they release Masters of the Air with one of these style tins. But this is the actual DVD box set. And the reason why I've kept this one, even though I do own the the Blu-ray one, is because I actually won this one in a competition that was being run by a charity for veteran soldiers. And this is actually autographed by the soldiers of the actual air unit, or the soldiers that this series is actually based on. So the last remaining soldiers that were there, was it? I can't remember what the unit was. Was it the 101st, the 101 or 501st? I can't actually remember which unit it was. But these soldiers that the series was actually based on. So these are the actual soldiers that were actually in it. So, well, not them themselves, you know what I mean, but the actors are based on the actual soldiers there. So I thought I'd keep that as well. I think it was like a $300 bid or something that I put in, and there had loads of other items as well, like patches and war jackets and signed photos of the soldiers and all that, and it was done by the Veteran Society of America or something like that. So I've never wanted to get rid of that because it's got all those nice signatures in there. Getting on to some snapper cases, clipper cases, snapper cases. I've always called them snapper cases. A lot of people never used to like them, but I always really liked them. I actually preferred them over the standard Amaray, even though the packaging was just a bit of plastic and mostly cardboard. But I used to collect some of these. I mean, this one, you might not have heard of this one. This is called Pure Country. So this is George Strait, who's a country singer in America. And he's been going for probably over 50 years now. And this is a film about him going on tour as, I think his character name was Rusty. I think it's like a fictitious country singer. But I always like these. I always like the design of these and the cardboard, even though it's got the plastic around it, and the way that it just unclips like that, and then you just open it up like that, and you've got the disc, and you've got all the episode titles and everything like that, or the chapters. And there's a disc, which is this one is a two discer. Well, not a two discer. This is a two header. So we got the wide screen on one side, and we got the full screen on the other. Yeah, I like these. I like the snapper cases. I've never had a problem with them, even though I suppose they are a little bit more delicate. Another other snapper cases that I never wanted to get rid of was Spawn. And this is probably one of the very first DVDs to actually have some spot gloss on the actual front. So it's pretty good. It's New Line Platinum series. I mean, I do own this now on Blu-ray. But back in the day, yeah, this was kind of like the thing to own. And some of these were like fold outs as well, where you have some nice artwork as well. And again, I think this is a double disc thing. Oh, I keep calling it a double disc. It's not a double disc. It's a double side, double sided. So on one side you've got special features on one side, and the other side you've got the actual widescreen disc of the film. So that was Spawn. I also never wanted to get rid of The Postman either, even though I do actually own it on Blu-ray. I don't know. Sometimes you kind of get attached to certain films, or they invoke memories of back in the day. You know, it's like why we don't want to get rid of lots of old toys that we might have once owned. Now, these two snapper cases, these two are probably the very first two DVDs I ever bought. And I think these came out around about 1997. And at the time, as I say, no one in the UK knew what DVD was. And when I used to go up to London to Shaftesbury Avenue to this shop, Laser World. I'm still trying. SRS Laser World, I think that shop might have been called. But when I used to go up there, I used to pop round to Tower Records in Piccadilly, and also HMV. And I always remember going into HMV and asking them when they're getting DVDs in. And for about a year or to a year and a half, all I got was blank stares. It's like, what, can you tell me when you're getting DVDs in? And it's like, what's a DVD? I didn't even know what a DVD was. So that was very funny. It's weird. I always remember that. So this is one of the very first DVDs I ever bought. This is Mars Attacks. Unfortunately, this has been on the shelf near the window, so the title it's faded a little bit. So it's more kind of like very pink instead of the red now. But yeah, this is one of the very first ones that I ever bought. Yeah, and you go back in time, 1997, and for years after that, people were always, DVDs are not going to last, and DVDs, you're going to get disc rot, and they're going to be useless later in life. Well, this is 1997. There is no disc rot on any of my discs, any of my DVDs whatsoever. They play no problem because I have played them to check them out. So how many years are we talking later? Yeah, so it depends on how you store them. If you're going to store them in a cold, damp garage, then of course you're going to get disc rot. But if you store them in like either a storage unit or house temperatures, then they're going to be perfectly fine. In fact, these are probably going to be perfectly fine in another 50 years. There is Vegas Vacation. That was also one of the very first DVDs I ever bought. Never wanted to get rid of this one because these two just throw up so many memories from back in the day, from when I actually started buying DVDs. And again, this Vegas Vacation one, it's mint. It's mint. There's no disc rot or any crap like that. Now, recently it's been announced that steelbooks are going to be coming out for Jackie Brown and Kill Bill, volumes 1 and 2 on 4K. But I found these two DVDs, which are collector's editions. And yeah, these are really nice editions. And I didn't want to get rid of these ones. So I've got Jackie Brown. And it's actually got a bullet hole there. You can actually feel the inside there. So on the back, you've got all the bonus materials like that. And it comes out. As you can see, there you go. You can see the bullet hole there. And a bit on, and on the end, on the corner there, they've actually made it look half a bullet hole as well. Which is something that I like when they used to make these. You know, they put a bit of effort into the packaging and that. It is a digibook or a digipack. So we get lots of lovely artwork. I'll take these bits out because I'll show you these in a minute. So there we got like a little folder there where you can slide some bits in. And we get lots of artwork and that on the discs. So yeah, I've never had a problem with digibooks. I've got quite a few digibooks or digipacks. And again, DVD, absolutely spotless. Nothing wrong with these discs. It's like it's never been played. Probably hasn't. We got this little leaflet here, a Jackie Brown leaflet. And then what do we have? We have a nice little Jackie Brown booklet there, all about the film. And a lot of the time we don't get these now. You know, we do with the big special editions, you know, like the Blue Fans or the limited editions, especially from like HMV, you know, the first editions and that. Even get a poster there as well. But with standard editions, I think this was like a standard release back in the day. And then you've just got that, and then you can just, I think, slide it that way. And then just slide that in, and then her face appears right into the bullet hole. So that's Jackie Brown. And there's also a Pulp Fiction one as well, which must have been part of the same release as well. So we've got all the bonus features and everything on the back there, and we've got Uma Thurman there. That slides out. We've got some nice like poster artwork there as well. Again, a digibook. More fillings. We've got some nice pictures on the inside there as well, and the discs as well with some artwork. And then the bits that come with it. We've got a nice Pulp Fiction book. Plus we also have like a leaflet for America, because of course these were imports. And we have Jack Rabbit Slims. Oh, actually, that's pretty cool. I take it this is actually the restaurant that they were in. They were eating in. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it must be, because it's got like a recreation of the menu inside. Slim's famous speed burger, $7.25. Yeah, so I like these little collector's items, and even though I do own the films either in a Blu-ray or a 4K or even a steelbook, they're just things that I don't want to get rid of. You don't have to get rid of them just because there's a better version, you know, because it's all about physical media. It's all about collecting physical media. And although it's nice to have all the latest high-tech stuff, you can still get some fun out of some of the older stuff as well. For instance, we've got a widescreen collection of Grease, which is like a very slim case. Let me take that out. And even though, like I say, I have this on 4K, it is a nice little edition, because, you know, it comes with some artwork on the disc there, and it comes with chapters and everything like that, and yeah, some really good artwork, and it comes with a nice little songbook, so you got all the lyrics there for all the songs. I'm not going to start singing them. Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. Yeah, I'm not going to read anymore. Thank God, they say. But that's very cool to have like a little songbook there with the lyrics, so you can sing along at your heart's content. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to keep that edition, because you don't see that very often. I kept this one because this is one of the very first editions that I bought for the Abyss. This is the special edition. This is the THX. It's a double dual case. What have we got? We've got disc 1 there, and then you have to actually open the second part up for disc 2. And I believe this one you had to kind of zoom. Yeah, look at the quality of that. It's absolutely spotless and mint. Yeah, for some reason it only displayed the image on the centre of the screen and you had to kind of zoom. I think back in the day it was all right, but on modern technology, I think that's what you had to do. And it's got a nice little booklet there with lots of information. But it's an edition that I wanted to keep, even though we do have a 4K for the Abyss now. This one, this was never a really big film, but I like the edition, and it is not a bad little film, actually. It's called Flyboys, and it's a nice little case with some nice artwork on there. We've got like lots of embossing around the border, and we've got some embossing on the Flyboys logo there. So we've got a nice little slip case there. We've got a standard case there. It comes with 2 discs. I think this is actually, is this George Lucas? I think he might have produced this, I'm not sure. So we have the discs there. Again, check the actual disc itself. Again, mint, so no disc rot or anything like that, so you know, I can just stick that straight in the player and play them. It comes with some nice little postcards, so that's a nice little addition that I like to keep. I'm sure this is something to do with George Lucas. Then again, I could be thinking of a different one. I'm sure there's a film that was either directed or written by George Lucas that was about planes. It might not have been that one, actually. This one, I didn't want to get rid of this one. I don't think this is available anywhere else on its own. I think you can only get it in the box set. This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer Once More with Feelings. So this is just one episode. So Buffy feature, Angel feature, Dark Angel interview and trailers. The full-length cult musical. So I think this was just sold as like a special edition when it first came out. It's got a leaflet in here advertising all the other box sets for Buffy. But the Buffy DVD gatefold ones, or the digibooks that they released, plus also advertising Buffy on Blu-ray, VHS, which I own a lot of those, and I have actually gone through my entire Buffy and Angel VHS collection in one of the storeroom videos. So if you look up that, then you can see all my videos, and they're all autographed as well. Well, most of them are autographed by most of the cast. So that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I wanted to keep that because that was a separate one. I also kept the complete 40 Towers, even though I do own it on DVD. It's a little bit more of a prestige collection, this one. We do have like a little fold out bit there, and then we have the discs, and then we have all about 40 Towers and a backdrop picture there. So it's a really nice edition. Like I say, even though I do own the Blu-ray for this, but it has a nice little booklet inside as well. So that's part of one of my DVD box sets. So let's put that to one side. That's 40 Towers. This series I never got rid of. I don't know if this was ever re-released on Blu-ray. I can't say that I've ever seen it. It's a TV series called Grosse Pointe. This is the complete series. I think there was only 2 series or 2 seasons. It's from the creator of Sex and the City. And it's basically follows a fictitious primetime soap called Grosse Pointe. So it's like behind the scenes of the cast of this fictitious soap opera. It's a really good, funny series. In fact, it comes with 2 slimmer discs inside. Disc 1, where are we? Disc 1 and disc 2. Yeah, so there was only ever 17 episodes, and they come in very slim cases there. But it has like all the episodes on the back. So yeah, if you've never seen Grosse Pointe, I would advise to watch it, because it is a fun series. It's a fun series. And there was also this leaflet inside here, all to do with Sony and television. So they were trying to push something at the time. A music one that I never really wanted to get rid of out of the collection. This is the Eagles. And this is the farewell tour live from Melbourne. And there's a lot of lovely embossing all over the front of this. And you get a nice little sticker down there all about the concert. We get all the track listings on the back there. And we even got some nice embossing on the Eagles title there on the spine. And it comes in a standard Amaray case. But you get some artwork inside, plus 2 discs as well. And also a nice farewell one, brochure inside. They call it the farewell, but as far as I'm aware, the Eagles are actually still going now. Yes, so it's like the end of the road tour that Status Quo did back in 1984. The end of the road that went on and on and on and on. But yeah, that's a nice little cool music one that I've got there. Talking of music, I do own a fair few Status Quo Blu-rays. But I also own this one as well. This is a DVD box set. Just doing it. Yeah. This is a deluxe limited edition box set containing a concert DVD, 14-track live CD, poster, postcards, set list, 60-page booklet and a car sticker. It's a 40 years of Quo classics performed live in concert. I'm not sure what year this was. Don't know if it says on the back, but it's going back a bit now. Oh, there we go. Filmed at Birmingham NEC on May the 21st, 2006. So I think Status Quo have actually now given up touring. I don't know if they're going to do any more recording. For me, Status Quo kind of ended when guitarist Rick Parfitt died. Even though they did go on and they did do other concerts, I just didn't feel the magic without Francis and Rick at the top. But that's just me. So this is a nice little box set here. And it's got some nice little bits and pieces inside it. So we'll just go through what we've got. We've got the receipt. We've got the original purchase receipt. Where's it from? In store. HMV. And unfortunately, you can't read it. Receipts of the past are useless. So we get a really nice little thick booklet there with lots of concert photos. So that's pretty cool. We also get some postcards of the band, which have never been separated, so they're all in one piece. We get an advert there advertising the album or the double DVD, The Party Ain't Over Yet. And we get a really nice Just Doing It live poster with pre-printed signatures on there. What else have we got? We've got, what is this? This is, I'm not sure what this is. It did say on the outside, it's a Status Quo Rockers live. Yeah, we've got this thing. So I think this is Just Doing It. I think this is a, what did it say it was? Set this book. A car sticker. It's a car sticker. It's to stick on your bumper, I bet. So that's pretty cool. And then we get the set list there. And then we get the discs, which are in like a digibook. So you got that, and then nice picture on the back there. And you've got the discs there like that. So it's the concert, you've got the DVD concert there, and then you've got the CD of the music. So even if you don't put the DVD on, you've got you know, the concert thrown in on CD as well. So that's very cool. So there we go. So that is Status Quo just doing it. A couple more left. I do own this one on Blu-ray, but I never wanted to get rid of this version because the packaging is better. I believe the Blu-ray packaging is just an amaray, whereas this from Tom Hanks, From the Earth to the Moon, this nice box set. Again, it's faded a little bit down there, but it's only because it's been in direct sunlight, so I have moved it out of the way now. But yeah, this is a digibook. It's got some nice artwork on the outside, and you've got some nice pictures inside there as well of the rocket, Apollo 11, plus also the discs, and the discs have all got different artwork on them. So that's pretty cool. This is a fantastic series. Haven't seen it for quite a while. It does also come with a nice little booklet, all with the episodes and everything in there as well. So I never wanted to get rid of this edition because it's just a little bit more prestige than the Blu-ray, even though obviously the quality with the visuals and the audio is going to be better with a Blu-ray. It's just, you know, something that I just wanted to keep in the collection. So that's From the Earth to the Moon. 3 more. Being a big Star Trek fan, this is like a kind of look into the weird, wacky world of Star Trek fandom from back in the day. So we have Trekkies and we have Trekkies 2. And I don't know if these have ever been released on Blu-ray. Probably not. But this is a funny look into, like I say, the fandom of Star Trek back in the day. This shows it as the more geeky look to Star Trek. But it does also include cast interviews with, you know, the popular actors of the time. So we have Trekkies there. Again, absolutely mint DVD. And it comes with a couple of little bits and pieces inside there. There's one born every day, so you get a funny little picture there. And then you get some scene selections there. And they just throw in a Paramount booklet as well. Now, I haven't seen this series for quite a while, so it is something that I could just put on and just watch both of these shows. Because, like I say, I don't know if they actually ever released them on Blu-ray. But again, there's Trekkies 2. This time it just comes with the actual disc, so there's no leaflet or anything. But again, mint condition. And the last one, which is the biggest one out of the collection, oh dear me, is a box set. This is E.T. This is from Universal. This is a huge box set that's got loads of stuff inside it. In fact, it's a 2002 feature DVD. Original theatrical DVD included bonus material, CD soundtrack, exclusive Cine-type hardbound book as well. And it opens like that. So you open that up and you've got the book inside and everything. And you've got a tag. Hang on. You've got a tag here that you can lift up and it lifts the book out. So if I just go through what I've got inside here. So we have a really concept to classic hardback book about E.T. and the creation of the movie. There's also a certificate of authenticity in there. E.T. the Extraterrestrial Ultimate Gift Set. I don't think it's numbered, but it tells you everything that you get in the edition. And then there's the Cenotype, or the film frame. Don't think you can see that. Yes, you can. You can see E.T.'s head there. So that's a nice little addition there. This one is actually numbered down the bottom. And then, so this is, I think this is the inlay sleeve for the CD. That's the inlay sleeve for the CD. And then inside here, you've actually got the collection itself. So that just pops out. And I like how they create a nice little hole there with the foam. And we get a nice big silvery digibook as well. And we get some nice pictures on here. I don't think there's any leaflets or anything in there. And it comes right out like that. So it's a very cool addition there. We've got the 2002 feature film on DVD. Then we've got original feature. And then we've got the bonus materials. And I believe the last disc is actually, should be the CD soundtrack. Let's have a look. Music composed and conducted by John Williams. So yes, we have the CD soundtrack. Obviously, they didn't give you a case to put it in. It's included in this actual set, rather than putting it in a jewel case or anything like that. But they've supplied this as like a guide to what's in it. Okay, right, let me just pop this lot back in here. And then we'll wrap up the video. Hopefully you've stayed with me through the video. Obviously, if you're not into DVD anymore, then you've probably faded out somewhere along the way. But if you've stuck with me, then well done. Sorry, there's no prize. There we go. It does need a little bit of a dust. But that's the ET series there, or the collection. Yeah, so that's it. That's a lot, just a few of the DVD collections that I own, ones that I've wanted to keep over the years and not get rid of. I'm sure there are people that have got lots of collectible DVD items. Stick it down in the comments, you know, if you've got big collectible items, whether it be like limited edition Star Trek box sets or movie box sets. I know there's a Planet of the Apes head, I think, plus like the big alien head and the Predator head and stuff like that. If you've got anything like that, stick it down in the comments, because I'd like to see you know, exactly what people still have DVD wise in their collections, rather than just the Blu-rays and the 4K. So yeah, just stick with DVDs. So any items that you've got there on the DVDs. Also, how big is your DVD collection? Are you still going strong? Are you only focused on DVD and you don't buy Blu-rays or 4Ks? Let me know down in the comments. Like the video by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.